Hey y'all,
Welcome back
to the channel. Yes, honey.
I know you fucking lying.
Okay then.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the chapter. Yes, y'all, welcome back. We are back a whole nother week later. As you can see, we on that tequila.
Yes.
Girl, grab the bottle.
Look, we're on the TEREMANA.
Yes,
Y'all
y'all.
can see it.
Yes.
The reposado. We've already gotten to it.
As you can see, she was indulging.
Yes.
As you
wasn't greeted properly. Hey
y'all. Honey, sometimes you just need that good sip.
Listen, we ain't on the Red Bulls today.
Not yet.
We on some refreshers right now. The Red Bulls are chilling, getting ready for tequila time. So make sure y'all tune in.
Definitely.
On all of our tequila times.
Definitely, y'all. So we coming today with this BlackInkCrew. This is episode 7. So let's get into it. The episode starts with the new crew talking about the party, that the little mansion party that they had. Go back and watch our last review if you don't know, but it was a mansion party, and they were just talking about how the OGs were acting. They were talking about how they felt. They were just acting very weird. They didn't like the fight with Crystal and Rock. And Alex trying to son Made Rich. Made Rich, he
kept Lil Broing him, like Lil Bro this and Lil Bro that.
Who gives a fuck? Like,
at the end of the day, you know what you bring. And why y'all so worried about how he feels about what Alex said? If he was really, really triggered by it, he would have approached
Alex. He would have said something.
Right then and there.
Exactly.
So the fact that y'all saying it makes me feel like I'm embarrassed. Because now y'all done noticed it and y'all done brought the shit back up in a scene where Alex ain't even here. So now I gotta, try to rectify some things and, boost my ego back up because I'm nobody's son.
And then, anyways. It moves on to Dre and Alex being at Puma shop, talking about Puma done threw them a bone and let them tat in the shop that day. I wonder, did Puma just extend that opportunity for that day, or did he just extend the opportunity, period?
And why wasn't Michelle able to be in there as well?
Oh, okay. One of the ones that's clearly continuously complaining about not having an opportunity or anywhere to tattoo at.
Not making sense, Puma.
Anyways, they talk about the new crew and how they felt about the party. And Alex was saying that he had no issues with Made Rich. He felt like Made Rich was giving off a little weird energy or whatever. And he said, I'm
overly confident.
Yep. And he was like, I'm already where you trying to be. But the way you said that to me, Alex, was a little, I don't know, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I do feel like Made Rich gives off more experience, even though he's very much cocky. And I feel like I'm on Black Ink. You trying to get on Black Ink, so I got something that's better than you. When, as far as I know, you never had a shop. Made Rich got a shop. So maybe that's something he got better than you. I just felt like you needed to humble yourself a little bit more in that moment because it came off very, I'm bigger than you. I didn't like that. Anyways, Puma is out looking for shops with Kwani. Kwani done upped her damn attitude since they getting money. It's just something I noticed. I ain't saying I got a problem with it, but she's very vocal. Ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess, since your man the boss.
We know that she went through that whole therapy situation and trying to empower herself.
Well,
and
she's empowered.
To not allow Puma to continuously control everything in her life. And I think that your therapy works.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see you as a confident woman
very much so.
Being very vocal within your marriage now. So good for you, Kwani.
She's complaining to Kwani. I mean, damn, Puma, like, why we out here looking for locations and you said you was gonna take me on a date. Like, you sitting over here putting black ink before me and we ain't had no dates lately. Like, when we gonna get back to Mr. Nasty time?
Yeah, you gotta learn how to balance, Puma. And it
Yes.
shouldn't have took for her to even have to say it to you and highlight it and shit. Like, you knew y'all was supposed to be on a date. Why are you making this date about your business? That's a problem for me.
I don't know yet. There's mad holes in the floor. You can tell the rats be taking over this place at night. I'm trying not to be a whiny bitch, but no. This is me about to report these people to the health inspector. Eat or go have fun. We can go eat. Doing some stuff like this.
Puma thinks he's so slick. He told me to get all dressed up so we could spend the day together while the kids are in school. And he takes me location hunting. He knows better than this.
Like, my expectations were that you were gonna have a good work-life balance.
It's been a while.
I think you should at least went on the date first. And then
Correct.
while we there, how do you feel about possibly going to check out this location?
And she gave her honest motherfucking opinion. The rats done been all up and through this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how much space it is.
That is definitely, at least, even though she told you that I was not expecting it, she still gave you what you was looking for. So I still think she would have gave you what you were looking for had you went on the date first.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. It moves on to May Rich and AMH talking about how they feel about the people in the house. I didn't
Who the
even.
fuck are y'all to even have an opinion on or a judgment on who these people are and what they can bring to the table?
You know what? This prepared us for motherfucking Rich performance later on. I didn't even think about it up until now. However, I didn't notate their whole fucking list on what they thought about people.
So,
You know, okay. Because I ain't had time. I didn't give a fuck.
AMX says that Ink Dreamy is always talking about being a polygamist.
Yeah, we know.
Rich says that Genova is spending too much time with Trilla and isn't focused on her artistry.
Okay.
Trilla doesn't have this. He also says that Trilla doesn't have the skills to be a tattoo artist. He's strictly a motherfucking AP.
Mm-hmm.
AMH says that Santana needs to focus more on her tattoos instead of on Miracle, who's the piercer.
Mm-hmm.
Rich says that Liza might not have what it takes to make it to the end. I agree.
I agree as well.
Ted addresses the group. Oh,
yeah, Ted. Yeah, he comes up. So Puma said that he was gonna let Ted deal with this party issue. So he comes over to talk to them about what he heard about happened at that damn mansion party. And the new crew felt like they were bullied. And they were surprised that the OGs were there because they came home and people in their house and Ted sitting over there like, what's going on? And then also he says, well, you know, I'm finna turn 40. He's finna have him a birthday party. And I don't want this spilling over at the birthday party. And he also decides to let us know who the hell Genova was going to be that number 2 in the competition last week, Genova, who she was going to be tatting. And it's Roddy Rebel. I don't know this man. He sounds like he's a producer. I know they said
he's
he
an
worked
artist.
with. Is he?
He's a recording artist who's had a whole lot of features.
I guess. I know I remember Young Thug sticking out, but they named some reputable people. I guess that's who she gonna be tattooing. So it moves on to Santana and Miracle. They hitting it off, and they decided they gonna go on a date. I guess. Then it moves on to Nichelle and Drea meeting up, and Nichelle said that Alex had called and apologized, but she don't give a fuck. Neither do I. Why is you still talking about this man?
If you don't care, you wouldn't mention it.
Thank you. And she's complaining about Puma not doing anything for them, so she's thinking about she gonna head back to Texas.
I think
parents took it out, or
I feel like right now in this moment, like I need a break. I need to go home, clear my mind, prioritize what the is really going on in my life, and just move forward until Puma gets his together.
I tried keeping the Black Ink movement alive, but every day that I'm not back home in my shop, that's money that I could be making. And
I think I like the fact that she highlighted how much she travels back and forth between Texas and New York. She's basically saying she's flying out every week because we also found out that Nichelle has a shop. She has her own shop down in Texas. While she's flying here to New York to couch surf. She basically couch surfing. She going on this couch, this couch, this couch, this hotel, this. It's like, yeah, Puma. If you know, well, you know what, Nichelle, you have to realize that your agreement was with Caesar.
It was. However, that agreement clearly transferred over to Puma because Puma still know that his OGs is waiting on this, looking for this. He know he's leaving them in limbo.
But I also think that if she would sit down, I don't know if you have or if you haven't, but it seems to me that you haven't. Sit down and let Puma know what are your concerns, right? Mm-hmm. What are your issues? What are you struggling with? Because if he was able to get a house for all of these people, I'm pretty sure he could have put you in that downstairs bedroom where you had your own this, that, and the third for maybe even if your son came down to visit you, you would have had the space to do that.
You bring up a good point. Yeah. He was able to put them in this new house. He could have put them in a condo. It's only like 3 of them, 3, 4 of them.
Yeah, you could have done something for the people.
Damn, that's a good point, Puma. Why you didn't do that?
So I know Drea has actually moved there. We know Alex is already living there. You know Nichelle is traveling back and forth. She also has a son that she's, bringing up and down as well. Flights ain't cheap, my dude.
Period. It's more than the stay, goddamn it.
If you value me as an artist as you say you do, you would make sure that I'm straight. And you're not doing that. So I don't know if you've had that conversation, Nichelle, but if not, then you need to learn how to advocate for yourself. It's given you don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's a problem for me when it comes to my business. So, yeah. Make it make sense, Pooh.
I cannot. Genova, it moves on to Genova preparing to tattoo. They finally finna use this tattoo space in the house. And Roddy Rebel, he's coming over to get the tattoo. Genova, let me tell you about your tattoo. That face was a mess. Now look, I only got 2 tattoos. And I know when I got my first tattoo, she told me that he used a big ass needle. I feel like you used the big ass needle on that Empire State Building face because that face was very deconstructed.
It wasn't an Empire State Building. It was a Statue of Liberty.
That's what I meant. The Statue of Liberty.
Skeletal Statue of Liberty.
You should have used a smaller needle. I hope you didn't use one of them 4 things or what. I don't know nothing about it, but I hope it heals better than it fucking looked. Why did y'all not get us to first place? I just don't understand how y'all thought second place.
To be able to do a celebrity tattoo.
That didn't make no fucking sense.
Got a fucking bedroom.
That didn't make no fucking sense.
Y'all dumb as fuck.
That shit was crazy. Needless to say, I didn't really care for the tattoo. I felt like it was other artists that would have did a better tattoo. Puma, that was your fuck up because you gave that shit to her. Period.
I'm not talking about finding love in fucking Triller, who actually AP'd her during this tattoo.
He did. She had to walk him through it. So have you not ever been an AP?
How long? I would definitely say, like, how long was you an AP? Because why do you need instructions on how to set up?
She walked him through every fucking thing. I'm confused.
Also, how long y'all been in this house? Because you talking about finding love.
Honey,
it's not making sense.
Clearly long enough because they making real connections up in here. Let them they all young.
Obviously.
They all young and think the first one coming is going to be the one that...
It's love. It's a relationship. But I want to focus on my artistry.
And ain't none of y'all... Sense. I have not seen nobody tattoo anybody outside of a fucking competition. Ain't nobody call the client and say, hey, I'm down here. You want to pull up? Hey, or I can meet you.
Each other.
We finally see Miracle do some shit.
Good for you, Miracle.
Honey, we'll get to
Miracle.
There you go. We get to it.
Miracle. Ink Dreamy.
There you go. Gave him a nose piercing.
She did a good job. The placement was just right.
And that's what she was sitting up there saying. She was like, people want to underestimate us piercers, but it really takes a lot. Like, we got to know anatomy. We got to know it looks good. We got to know this, that, okay.
And I see it. It went in so smooth.
It did. He didn't say, ow. He said it was.
He had one little tear. And I know how my shit was. My shit had a whole lot of tears on one side, not the other side.
You just got wet eyes.
However, It was great placement.
I think so
It looks
too.
good
It looks
on him,
good.
too.
It does. It looks very good on him. And she talks to Dreamy about if this house feels like a safe space, pretty much like how he's feeling about being in the house. And which he's saying pretty much, if I remember correctly, he's saying he doesn't really have an issue with it. However, he is kind of like a loner.
Because
And
he's a polygamist.
and I think that's why you probably feel like a loner, because don't nobody want to continuously hear about you being polyamorous. We don't give a fuck. We heard it the first night. It's the same thing. You just using a different tense. It's the like, don't nobody. We don't give a fuck. So he just said he be in his own fucking bubble, which I remember. I think that's what AMH described you as, somebody who be off to themselves.
He also told her that damn Santana in a whole relationship.
He told her that after he let us know in the confessional that he didn't say he was interested in Miracle, but he did say, I think Miracle is very cool. She's one of the closest people in the house to me. And it came off very longingly. Like, I'm longing for that, but I know you a lesbian. You didn't catch that?
I'm over him. I'm over him.
Honey, he definitely told it, and it came out player hating like.
Polygamist, and I ain't showed not one bitch on the goddamn season yet.
We talked about no two hoes.
I ain't seen nobody come or go.
Honey, he want Miracle, he player hating, and Miracle feeding into that shit gonna say, you know what? It's funny that you say that, because some number be calling Santana with kissy faces and hearts and shit, and I'm trying to figure out who that is.
You ain't gotta figure it out if you use your mouth and ask. Who's calling you from this number? Who's this, boo?
And why haven't you?
I know we still new, but I just noticed that this number just keep popping up, and I don't want to get myself into no type of situation. But so, can you be honest with me and say, you know, who's this? It's as simple as asking a motherfucking question. People be doing the fucking most, and it aggravates me how people just have a lack of fucking communication. It's so fucking simple.
They're young. I think she said 21. So I think the way that she was feeling already, if she'd have went and asked Santana, she already said she had been in relationships with past cheating. So maybe she thought Santana would have
on in every relationship she's ever been in.
It sounds like you missing a quality, but that ain't my fucking business. I think that maybe you thought Santana was probably gonna be like, why the fuck you looking at my phone? And maybe you didn't have no response for that. And or you knew that your ass is gonna be like, who the fuck is this bitch calling? And you don't fucking know. You kind of I want to say not overestimate. You kind of planned how that situation would have been instead of just going through it, living it out. Exactly. You just never know. Exactly.
You in there bumping coochies or letting her lick your coochie, or you licking her coochie, or y'all doing whatever. I don't know what lesbians do. I'm just saying. You in there doing all of these sexual things. But then on the inside, you still got a burning question. Who's been calling your phone? But you still allowing her to eat your motherfucking coochie, or vice versa, or bump, or whatever y'all call it. It's not making sense, my girl. It does not make sense. You here with this girl every day, and you can't ask a simple motherfucking question. This is immaturity.
Yeah, she is. All right, y'all. So it moves on to Puma and Kwani actually going on a date, and Puma decides to take Kwani to a photo studio to do the TikTok trend of taking weird photos with your partner. When I tell you it looked like they had so much fun.
It looked like it was so much fun.
It looked like they ain't laughed together in so long. They laughed so much on this damn date. Mm-hmm. I felt the joy in the day. I was like, damn, I want to do that too.
It kind of reminded me of an episode from Urkel. What is that show is that?
Family Matters.
Family Matters. Mm-hmm. It was giving very much Family Matters. I like with Urkel and his girlfriend. Y'all know how they used to dress. That was the look.
It was cute. Yeah. I thought it was very nice. It was very cute. Puma, I think you know your woman, and I'm happy you wound up taking her there.
They both are kind of like quirky.
They are.
So I could see that like being just one hell of a date.
Honey, that's how I know Kwani finna graduate with motherfucking honors. She a fucking nerd. I am ready for you to graduate, Kwani, because you finna do it.
Yes, come on, sis.
All right.
Come on, sis. Come join the team.
It moves on to Made Rich talking. Who was he talking to? He was talking about feeling more qualified than Alex.
He was talking to the whole team. They was all getting ready for the whole damn
party.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about feeling more qualified than Alex. I don't give a shit.
Nobody cares.
I don't care. And as long as you know who you are and you know that your name rings bells, which we're clearly learning just in this season of Black Ink, both episodes, that clearly you're very well known. Who gives a fuck about Alex?
Why you feel like you gotta prove yourself to these minions, is what you call them? Why you feel like you gotta prove yourself to them? Oh, now I really feel like I gotta check him. But they clearly said not at this man's 40th birthday party, Rich.
Okay then.
Why are you trying to make it about you and Alex? You can hit Alex up after the party.
Period. You could have had production tell Alex to come on over the house because you want to have a conversation.
Or you could have addressed it the night they were there. Make it make sense, fool.
Y'all hoes be acting scary.
Your ego.
Oh, man. It moves on to Miracle and Santana on their date.
It was a nice day.
I thought it was
location. It was cute.
Mm-hmm. Miracle lays out her expectations and what she wants in a relationship. And she also asks, do you have a girlfriend, based off of Ink Dreaming telling her that Santana had a girlfriend. In which Santana said she ain't got no girlfriend, she's not taking, and that person that she was talking about at that mixer, she broke up with her and stopped talking to her before she got into the fucking house.
Which made sense.
It made sense to me too. I got truth from that. I believed her.
Mm-hmm.
She as in Miracle, also asked Santana, well, who is this number that keeps calling you with the kissy faces and stuff like that? She said, the only person number that saved in my phone is my mama. And that's my mama. And Miracle talking about you tag your mama with the kissy faces and the heart. She said, yes, I do. That is my mother.
If you really cared and if you really, really wanted to know and if you felt like you needed some reassurance, all you had to do was say, well, can you call her? Because the way you handled this situation after she gave you the answers that you asked.
Like, I don't believe you lying. Like, you really know this girl. You ain't know her. You don't know her like that.
It was almost like, why you lying to me? That's what you gonna say. Or this. You blew up for nothing.
Ended the date we couldn't even get the drinks and the food. Like, I had at least stayed for the food.
She was like, Miracle with the lips. Miracle.
Honey,
Miracle.
come back.
Like, you walked out because she answered your fucking question. It wasn't what you would expect her to say. I don't know what you talking about. Like, you wanted her to give you a toxic answer.
Exactly. And that's what you used to.
That kind of lets me know that either you really didn't like Santana or you really are fucked up based off of your past relationships. Because when somebody give you truth and they just, she didn't hesitate, she didn't stutter, she was whatever you asking me, I got it for you. Sometimes that could be, a little red flag. But the way how sincere and genuine she was with her answers, I think if you would have said, well, just to ease my mind, can you please just call your mama? And I don't want to call you a liar. I just want you to give me some type of reassurance so I know that what we got and what we building is real. I just want to make sure everything is kosher. Can you call her right quick?
Right.
And that would have just ended all of that. And then you would have really known if Santana was on the up and up instead of continuing to assume that you know somebody when you really don't.
And now you're going to sit up there and cause an issue with somebody who could have been your potential future. We just don't know. I think so. She alright, I guess. So then we move on to Ted's birthday party. And Drea is talking to the new folks. And, just ensuring them that, hey, we all family. What happened at the party is, it's not that serious. Let's move past because we going to be a team at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And the new
Crystal and Rock ain't got shit to do with them.
Exactly, because they don't even work at Black Ink. So
why y'all making it about them?
Why are they even on the show outside of Rock and Alex being friends? I just, whatever.
Black Ink.
and they were cool with that. We also find out that the new crew decided that they were gonna do a talent show for Ted. Yeah, they're gonna do a talent show. That's cute.
That's cute.
It's cute.
Entertain me.
Mm-hmm. Santana tells Drea loud motherfucking ass. I said, oh, Drea is fucking lit. Shut the fuck up. Why are you so loud? Santana tells Drea about her date with Miracle and how Dreamy tried to throw her under the bus. And Drea being fucking loud, like, oh.
The same way you get loud when you drink.
Yeah, but I can be loud and whisper. I'd have been like, what happened, girl? What? And she, that sound like you? Yeah, girl. We hear you all on the other motherfucking side. Not on some shit that's supposed to be quiet. I'm gonna be loud, quiet. That's what I'm gonna be. And Ink Dreamy motherfucking heard what was being said, and he brought his ass over there talking about, I was trying to sabotage you. I just felt as a polyamorous man that it was my duty to let the booty know that you got another booty out there.
Which has nothing to do with
Not a motherfucking thing.
fucking,
Not a motherfucking
so
thing.
you.
Not a motherfucking thing. And also, he trying to go back and forth with Santana. Santana can't even get a word in. She's trying to let him know how what he did affected the date or lack thereof because the date was over with. And Ink Dreamy wouldn't even let her get a motherfucking word in. He kept cutting her off like, no, but this and no, but that. Shut your blind ass up.
That's why you in a polyamorous situation because you want to be in control. You want to be able to say what you want to say, leave and go over here and say what you want to say, leave and go over here. Like and that's okay to have that type of attitude, that type of persona.
In that relationship.
Within your relationship. Exactly. But outside of that, you need to learn how to speak your motherfucking piece, shut the fuck up and let somebody else speak. Period. And you listen. Period. So what the problem is, if y'all gonna be teammates, you need to be able to listen to other people's fucking concerns. And Ink Dreamy, you was not given that. And you, Miracle. Why I feel like you trying to pick a fight with Santana?
And why did you come over there on your shit? Oh, y'all was talking about me, girl.
You heard what the fuck they was talking about. Exactly. And it wasn't like she was speaking about you negatively.
She wasn't.
She was talking about the date and why Ink Dreamy stuck his motherfucking nose in somebody's business that had nothing to do with him, and he was wrong.
That's who she was talking about. She was talking about how Ink Dreamy affected the fucking dates.
Miracle, I had a feeling that you really wasn't feeling Santana, or you need
to go to therapy. Bitch. Yeah, you need some therapy. That's what that is. Santana and Miracle start fucking arguing about unnecessary shit. And so then Ted shows up with old girl. They still together. It's so cute.
Oh, they married. That's his wife.
Oh shit! Ted shows up with his wife. Puma and Kwani arrive, and then Meg Rich decides that he's gonna start off this talent. He's gonna start off this talent show. Alex little bro'd him before he started, and he's sitting over there, ain't no little bro tonight, like really sticking his chest out, like calm the fuck down. And now we move on to his talent. His talent is conveying a story through the 3D glasses. He draws art, and either through the red lens or the blue lens, you see different pictures of the art that he's drawn.
On one canvas.
Exactly. So that's what this is.
It was very, very nice.
Yeah, I like it too.
I gotta say, I like the concept.
I liked it too. Alex, you did try to do the fucking most before you understood the vision. But once everybody got the vision, they's like, oh, this some fire ass shit. All right, let me tell you the story. So we start off with him showing the picture about Rock. Rock not knowing how to spell an LLC, him being dumb, and just not having no fucking sense. In that same picture, when you flip over to the right side, we got Crystal calling Rock a dumbass bitch. Maybe I love you, maybe I don't. She treat his ass like shit. She looks like the fucking devil that just don't give a fuck about Rock. So he hopped on their head on their relationship. You messy as fuck, Rich. You messy as fuck. We move on to the next picture, which is Alex. Alex on the blue side. Alex doing his OnlyFans, fucking some damn girl. And I got ideas about a sex party or some shit like that. Or do you just want to fuck on Michelle on the blue side? She looks naked back like this. I can't remember what her shit clearly ain't say nothing like, I think it said like I'm a real blonde or some bullshit like that. Like he was picking fun at them. But ultimately he let it out the bag to the people that did not know that Alex and Michelle was fucking, that Alex and Michelle was fucking. That wasn't even your position to fucking do. So Alex comes up there and say, you crossed the motherfucking line. He snatched that motherfucking poster board and he broke that shit in half. I would have did the same fucking thing. And you got Crystal ass in a motherfucking crowd talking about, yeah, Alex, get his ass. Throwing her drinks and trying to break shit too because she don't like the bullshit that was said about her and Rock, although it's true. It's true. And him and Rich, Alex and Rich start arguing because they ain't finna. Alex didn't like that shit, and Rich ultimately said that his art did what it intended to do. I was intending to invoke most emotion out of the crowd, and that's what I got. That it did what it was supposed to do. It was a success.
I think he should have saved his thing for the end.
He should have.
And let everybody else give Ted a good time, show some type of entertainment, dancing, singing, poetry, whatever it was that they was going to do for him. You didn't even give them the opportunity to do it. You started out with drama, which is what he said he didn't want at his fucking 40th birthday party.
Exactly.
May Rich, I'm not really feeling you.
I don't like it either.
You right now. And it ain't even because of what you did. It's just how you coming off. Like you better than everybody. And if you feel that way, then you need to go back to your shop and be the boss that you are.
You want to be on TV. That's what it is. I didn't like that shit either. You coming off, that's how exactly you coming off. Like, I don't like it. And you caused Ted to end the fucking party. Ted sent everybody to fuck home, said it's over with. So we didn't even get to see nothing else. That was it. That was the end of it.
Yeah, so y'all let us know what y'all think about this episode, how y'all feel about our opinions. Make sure y'all get down there in the comments below. Make sure you like, dislike, share, subscribe, follow on all social media platforms besides Twitter.
Definitely. And I guess we gonna see y'all on next week.